Hey guys, welcome. If you don't mind, I'm going to ramble here for a minute before the video because I got some stuff I want to say. So basically, this next week I have some stuff that I need to get taken care of, and I didn't upload this video because I've been really busy in the last few weeks and I haven't been able to have enough time to put up the video. So, also, I've had ideas about this saw that I've been wanting to do, and I've kind of decided against some of them and not the others. So, I've been going back and forth quite a bit on a lot of the ideas, and just high hopes, basically. But, right now I'm going to be doing my driver's license and studying for that. And I've got a lot of stuff that I need to get taken care of before winter hits and gets here. So, I don't know how long it's going to be until I get back into YouTube. But for right now, I'm going to take kind of a little break. I'm waiting on parts in the mail for this saw. I'm going to have to flip the camera around to have you guys see. But I've got seals coming, and I've got bearings for this side of the saw, basically. Which in the video, you'll see what I did and everything. But, basically, I'm telling you the story of why I haven't put up the video. And that's basically just because of already what I said. I've been going through a lot of ideas of the saw. I was thinking about powder coating it, but looking at it right now, nah, I don't think it needs it. The paint is chipping off of some areas, but I know that Buckin is going to love the saw either way, and it does already have a nice set of paint on it, so I'm not going to worry about the paint. Not really. Yeah, there's some stuff that's flaking off, but it's not that bad. So, I'm going to be probably most of this week and next week studying and sharpening chains, and I'm gonna flip the camera around here. I'm gonna have to make a couple edits. I've been working on this lawnmower here. I've got the motor tore all the way apart. It's a 1972 model Craftsman. I'm hoping to get it running before the snow hits, and I'll be able to do, like, you know, one mowing with it. Then I gotta get my other mower in to the shop and get it dealt with. And this is one of my personal projects that I'm doing. I just barely picked this motor up and mower in the last, like, 4 days. Well, you can see in there. But there is a score mark right there. I can see that on camera. That's deep enough for me to run my fingernail against and feel it. So I decided to hone the cylinder. But as you can tell, they didn't really keep up with the cleaning. Anyway, the mower will actually be a very good runner. It's in relatively good shape. It's got a lot of wear, but look like that. That's okay. Kitty, kitty. Okay, guys. I'll let you get back to the video. Sorry for me rambling here, but I had to kind of tell you what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of weeks, and giving you kind of an excuse for not doing YouTube videos, because it's kind of stressful for me to keep up with them and doing everything else that I'm doing. So I will be back, but I need to focus on myself and get some of my projects done for myself and not for the channel itself, if that makes any sense. So guys, go ahead and enjoy the rest of the video. Forgive me for my rambling, and I hope that you enjoy, and hopefully within the next, let's say 3-4 weeks to a month, I'll be back into videos and trying to get one out every week-ish. So, let's just shoot for that, okay? So, enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys later. Hello guys, welcome. This is the P38. I had to wait for the tool there to come to me in the mail, so that's why I haven't worked on it since then. And you can see I already split half of the case because I was excited that the tool got here, and I didn't think to grab my camera. But the tool is actually a little bit too short for the clutch side. What I mean by that is, well, let me show you. Run this all the way back. And it's one-handed. Oh, by the way, I am trying out something here. I have my phone video going, and then I'm going to add GoPro footage into this, just to kind of compare and see if one or the other is better, because I'm curious. So, what I mean is this. That's supposed to go over the crankshaft, and then over that, and then that's supposed to go in there. Like that. But as you can see, it's not long enough. So what I'm going to have to do is use the Arborist press and press that out. And I'll have to also remove this little worm gear very carefully. I think it comes off kind of how it looks. Also kind of looks damaged, doesn't it? I mean, right there, yeah, it does, but yeah. Anyway, I'll figure out how to do that part soon. I don't know exactly what to do on that yet. I'm going to think about it for a tiny bit because I don't want to break anything, obviously. I already came close to breaking something because I forgot. No, didn't really forget. I didn't notice that there was actually a screw way down here in that hole. So there was one screw holding it together, and I'm turning it, and it's, you know, pushing it out and still holding on that one spot. So I actually almost broke the case just by doing that. So guys, remember, double check before you actually use your case splitter, because you may have forgotten a bolt or screw or whatever you want to call it, fastener. So yeah, just double check. It doesn't hurt anything. Just a little bit extra time. And I'll bring you guys back when I decide on what to do with that. Alright guys, I got the Pioneer on the press here. So we're going to try to remove the crankshaft. Now, if you're going to do this and do it this way to remove it, watch out for the pin that's here, and there's one back here. Make sure that they're not on this. Got it on a flat surface. Okay, we don't want to break those. And they're just locating pins for the gasket. So let's go ahead and slowly put pressure on this. So we're going to be nice and easy on this. She's moving. There it is. Got her. Got her, guys. Okay. We didn't roll a seal. Seal's still good, I think. Let's get you guys on the bench. Okay, on the bench. So, let's go ahead and look at everything here. Make sure everything is good. So, first thing I notice here is that it pulled out the bearing instead of leaving the bearing in. That's okay. I may or may not try to get that off. Probably not. It's going to be a pain. If I do have a bearing separator, I could. It's worth a shot, I guess, maybe. Yeah. Bearing feels good. Putting downward pressure on it, rotating it. It's intact. Spins nice. This here. Has no up and down play in it. Does have side to side, which is normal. But no up and down movement, so that's really good. She's dirty, but to be expected. This piece here that, went onto the crankshaft right here. And that would be the worm drive for the oiler system. I just got a screwdriver under it, basically, and pushed it up slowly on each side. And then it just popped right off. So that's how I would remove it. It looks just like a spring, pretty much. So there isn't really... what's the best way to say this? It's going to be kind of difficult to break it, since it is a spring, I guess. I mean, I'm sure that, you can break it, I'm sure, but it's going to be difficult. Okay. There's a washer. I'm not really sure on where that went. Does kind of look like there's a little bit of like a shadow of where it could have went, like right there. I think that's where it went, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm just going to kind of put that off to the side, put it in my bag of parts, and, you know, I'll figure it out. So, otherwise, relatively clean. I'll be taking the gasket off. I'll make a new gasket for it. I'll bring it over to the parts washer, parts wash it out, make sure everything is clean as it can be. I'm sure some paint is going to come off. I do notice that there is like wear marks right here and here. So that means that the crankshaft was actually rubbing a little bit, I think. Oh, there went my phone. Or, you know, it could have actually been like, over time, the air current might have ripped the paint right off of it. I don't know. I very well might try to put like this side back in and see if it is rubbing, like put a feeler gauge in between it and see how much space there is. If it is rubbing just like the minutest amount, then I'll go ahead and like use some emery cloth or sandpaper, maybe a Dremel tool, something like that, and grind this out a little bit. I know that this right here for the reed cage, I am going to grind that just a little bit, not a lot. I don't want to go too far on it. But basically just matching how it's going to be going in, because that's relatively small here. And I see that there's like a little bump right here. It could take off. Yeah, there's a little bits of stuff that I can do. So let me go ahead and clean it up, get the other parts clean, and then we can start doing the other stuff like making a gasket and putting it back together. I know this is kind of slow, I apologize, but this is what goes on when you're doing saw work. You kind of gotta look over things, make sure that, you know, everything is gonna be good. So I'll bring you guys back when it's clean. Alright guys, I got everything cleaned up. Nice and shiny. Okay. So I'm going to put these into this crate here, just how you see. And I'm going to go ahead and put some oil on the bearings and the seals. These seals here. Just to make sure that no water is going to rust them, because I did use the parts washer to rinse everything off after I got done removing the gasket with this wire wheel. And I did use compressed air and blew everything out, but you know, there still could be some moisture in there, so I'm definitely going to leave a little bit of oil on the bearing surfaces and perhaps even the sealing surfaces, since we're planning on doing a little bit of grinding. We are going to need to clean it again before we actually put it back together. So this is temporary to keep the cat hair mostly and dirt, metal, wood shavings, whatever, out of it for the night. maybe for a day or two. But that's how I'm going to keep this stuff safe for now. I'll bring you guys back when it's time to work on it some more. I'm going to get to bed because right now it is almost midnight. See you guys when I see you guys.